This is the Lamborghini Embolado. It is a 2010 concept car. It's the coolest car that there ever is. So you take that car and you electrify it so it's fast. You know, send it down to Tesla or something, let them do their thing. Pay a little extra. That's the hot tub in the Never Say Never. That's my boat. Thank you, Family Trust Fund, for hanging on to this thing. Make it worth your while, says I'm ready. So, we're going to repair some STL files so that we can print them. Over my 2 years of dealing with 3D printers, second printer now, just clicking on random stuff to try and fix a file just so my printer will print it. This is the little, you go through this, check, and your printer will print will be able to print your print. Alright, so the first one up, our first program out of 3 is, I use Google SketchUp Make, and very easy to use. So this is a piece I designed. I'm filming this on, my camera is being held on a, you know those desk lamps that are movable? They got the arms and spring load and stuff. So I took the lamp off of one of those and put a part on there in a bar, and I got my phone rubber banded to that. So that's my stand. So I made this little thing here. This will bolt into the stand, and I'm printing it right now. And so made that. Alright, so we want to print that, right? So first thing we do is highlight it all. I clicked on it a bunch of times so it was all blue with dots all over it. Now we're going to come over to File, and we're going to Export STL. Now if you're new to this, just checking it out, starting out, Google SketchUp may not, does not, might not, I can't remember. Different versions have had it and other ones haven't. You want the Export STL right here under Print Setup. This is an extension. If you don't have this, then you can do Google search and it'll tell you how to put it in. It's not that hard or anything. It's just a quick little file to download. So I'm going to export that and leave it in millimeters and ASCII 2, and I'll export that and save it where I want to. So I'll just go ahead and resave over this one since we're going to repair it and everything again. Okay, so we did that. We're going to X out of it. I don't want to resave. Alright, next we're going to come to Nefabb Basic. I have 7.4. There may be a newer version, but I figured out that once something works, I don't mess with downloading a newer version right away, because it takes like a whole day to figure out why it's not working and all that. Alright, so I open it in Nefabb here, and regardless if it needs to be fixed or not, it'll tell you with a little triangle down here. I fix it anyways. This sequence of clicks will fix your drawing, and I've never had a problem, always printed. Even when there's been in the drawing, like this wall is missing, it's fixed that, but it'll tell you right away if it's that screwed up. So what you do, you click on this red cross repair, make sure we're on Actions tab right here, and click Detect. Went through that bar. Now stitch triangles. I skipped over warp. I'm stitching triangles. Okay. Fix flipped triangles. Remove double triangles. Remove degenerate faces. And click OK on that one. Now repeat that again. Detect. Come down to stitch. Next one down, fix. Next one down, remove. Last one, remove degenerate faces. OK it. Now, automatic repair. Execute. Apply repair. Remove old part. Done. It's fixed. Now you can print it. So we want to get this repaired part out and save it. So we're going to come up here to part. And down to the third one, export part. And go to STL ASCII 2 and click on that. Now it wants to save it as repaired, or whatever, but we just want to replace our original file. So if we click on that original file, it'll re-enter that name, and so we'll just save it over that one. And yes. Alright, so now we have a repaired drawing file. This is your third program. This is the one that runs the printer. I have a PrintBot Simple, so I use this Cura 15 point whatever, and these are the settings that I use. I print at 195 now. I was printing higher, but it works better lower. It's weird. It makes you think that it needs more heat, but this is where it likes for the stuff I use at 195. And then I lower the speed just a little bit to make sure it prints. It comes at 40. I have 34, and then those are those settings, and I don't really touch anything else. You could go to plugins and tweak at certain heights. I've done that, and it just turned out to be a pain in the butt. Alright, so it's printing right now, but normally you would click on load and then grab that file, place it here where you want, and then print. You click on that one and this menu shows up. You'll home it by hitting X and Y and then print it. And so that's what I did, and we're printing now. We just started printing that one. And so this holder thing that's going to hold the phone is going to hold it at more of an angle. I'm going to pull this thing out of the stand to give a quick example. I should be holding it more like that. There's a bit of you can see there's an angle to it. And that little bars, the little bars on top and on the bottom there, those are for the rubber bands to hold it tight against there. So we'll see how that turns out. Thank you for watching